Hi guys, I'm back up here with another message for the or daily motivational message for the collective. Remember, all messages are not for all; they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest. As well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me, we can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as drop a comment down below. Let me hear from you guys to start the discussion. As well as let's go and share these vids, man. This divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? So we got a message from the Motivational Manifesto to start out this reading and 3 cards from the numerology deck. Also got some notes that I've written down that was channeled for this, okay? So take what you need and leave the rest, okay? Let's go on and get it popping, okay? So the message is, how many times have we caused ourselves pain because we failed to pause and think? How will my best self view and respond to this situation, okay? So this overall message has to do with self-control. In these moments in time, what we're learning as a collective is self-control and self-discipline in these moments in time here. Not allowing ourselves to act on impulse in these moments in time. Allowing ourselves to really think through, make decisions from a higher perspective. Make decisions from a more mature standpoint. This is that energy, not allowing ourselves to be impulsive, right? This is that type of energy when it comes to making any actions or any plans or anything of that nature. Really allowing yourself to have that period of brainstorm, having that period of analyzing to make sure that you're going the right way, making sure you're going into the right direction or going the right direction, right? This is actually for you, right? This is that type of energy, not allowing ourselves to really act out of impulse, because to be honest, acting out of impulse, being impulsive about our decision making is what's killing our dreams, right? We cannot allow, I mean, you can, but you're not going to get too far. Not developing a dream, right? And not developing a game plan with that dream. Just getting up and just, hey, we're just going to do this. The first thing that I think about, that's where we're going to go to, right? This is that type of energy. If you're trying to go somewhere, you're going to have to really thoroughly think it out and thoroughly write a blueprint, thoroughly write a plan out, despite if you know how to get there or not. This is that type of energy here. It's like it goes back to that one reading that I talked about when going to God. God is like a investor. You were selling your product, right? This is that type of energy. Going to God. You're not going to go to God with a business idea half-assed put together, right? This is that type of energy here. You're going to have to really sell this for God so God can invest in your product, right? This is that type of energy in these moments of time. It's about you really allowing yourself to sit down and really think about what you're doing, right? This is that type of energy here. Asking yourself, is this a part of me, right? Is this what is before I even react to this situation that's calling for my attention right now? Is this the best thing for me, right? This is that type of energy, making sure that you're allowing that time to tap out, right? The time out, allowing yourself to have that period of time to really step in to your higher self before making any necessary moves. Especially, let's say you're a hothead, right? This is that type of energy here. You'll pop the fuck off. You'll fight anybody, right? Let's say you're an individual like that, right? This is that type of energy. People, places, and things might come to you to test you, right? This is that type of energy before you react to your circumstances, right? Or what is what situation that is calling for you as of right now, before you even react. Like you used to act impulsively. Let's say you used to act impulsively. You had a lack of self-control when it comes to dealing with your emotions and things of that nature, right? This is that type of energy after going through that healing, and spending time with ourselves and really spending time with God. And now out of the thinking or thinking stuff and into execution, right? We're now executing what we learned within that isolation period, right? This is that type of energy. God's going to put you in situations, right? Hence with the, let's say you're high end, right? Where we're going to test what you've learned. So this is that type of energy. You've already been working on this energy, right? Now a situation calls for your attention. It's about you being able to stop, analyze your situation from a higher perspective, from a godly perspective, and make sure you're not reacting to this situation based off of your ego. Make sure you're not in this energy of allowing the ego to run, be in the driver's seat, right? This is that type of energy. You never want to eliminate the ego. I don't give a fuck what anybody got to say. You don't eliminate the ego. The ego is your fight or flight. Your ego is the part that's gonna you just gonna let this shit just happen to you. Your ego is very necessary. It does protect you, right? But in the midst of the ego should be in the passenger side, in the passenger seat, not in the driver's seat, right? This is that type of energy here, making sure that you're not allowing the ego to be in the passenger or be in the driver's seat of your vehicle, right? That's what's gonna put you in an energy of missing opportunities, right? This is that type of energy here when you're able to step back, right? And really analyze and ask yourself, how would my best self view and respond to the situation, right? That calls for my attention. That's when you start to react with help from a divine level. When you step back and think about it and really analyze, ask yourself, really, ask yourself a question. Who am I? Am I knowledge of ego? Or am I knowledge of self, right? With the health card. Am I knowledge of self, right? Especially when it comes to what's showing itself in physical form, right? Or not physical form. It could be physical form, but more of an energy, what is calling for your attention right now. The best question you can ask, Solomon talked about that, is, or Soul Immortal, basically Immortal Mindz. He talked about every man should ask himself this one question when they wake up and before they go to bed is, who am I? Are you knowledge of ego or are you knowledge of self? Right? So this is that type of energy, being able to step back and really remove your ego, kind of, not remove it, kind of make sure, remember back that ego in the driver's seat, right? Or in the passenger seat, right? And the conscious self in the driver's seat, right? This is that type of energy, making sure that your response is not coming from your ego, and it's coming from more higher self, right? Not from an emotional place, not from an impulsive place, not from a lack of self-control, right? Because lack of self-control, a lack of an increased amount of, I guess, if you're reacting through, what am I trying to say? A lack of self-control and reacting from an impulsive stance. It's what's going to keep you from your manifestations, right? It's not going to allow your manifestations to fully blossom. Not going to allow your manifestations to fully bloom. This is that type of energy, like, let's say you're baking a cake, right? And you put the cake in the oven, right? And it's like the lack of self-control and the lack of eliminating impulsive behavior will cause you to take the cake out before it was done. Right? Now the cake's half doughy, not even fully thoroughly cooked through. Right? This is that type of energy. So that cake represents your manifestations. What you're creating. Right? Right. All right. So to wrap this message up, it's about you really analyzing and asking yourself, who am I? Am I knowledge of self or knowledge of ego? Before moving forward in this day. before anything that for you to be able to even determine what deserves your time, energy, and resources, right? This is that type of energy, letting go of any impulsive behavior and learning how to develop self-control, okay? All right. I think I'm going to leave it there. Remember, all messages are not for all. They're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as drop a comment down below. Let me hear from you guys to start the discussion. As well as let's go share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? I want y'all to have a good day, and bye-bye.